Good day, beloved. Wonderful day, isn't it? God has been so good. I'm just grateful for life. Thank you once again for all your comments, all your suggestions, and we're just grateful here at Baraka TV that you are watching and you're getting encouraged. And I pray that God can continue to hold you, continue to be with you, and to guide you in everything that you do. This week has been kind of heavy because I think the world is mourning a great actor. As we all know, Chadwick Boseman passed away the other day, and for me, who's been a fan, it's been sad. It's been sad, and just understanding who he was in death has made me realize that wow, he was a great man. None of us knew that he was going through so much pain, yet he gave excellence. In his work, he did everything with excellence. And every cast member who has worked with him says this man knew his craft. And he would even go out of his way to help his fellow cast members to learn their words, to know how to present themselves for that role. He was selfless, and he was this kind of person who he gave himself freely and fully, dedicated his life to just ensuring that everybody was happy, and he believed in God. I was so touched when I learned that even though he was going through the pain of cancer, he did a lot of work to support the children at St. Jude's Hospital who were also going through the same thing. But none of them, nobody, not even his cast directors, not even his co-workers, knew what he was going through. He decided to keep it to himself and forge ahead and just give his best and give his all. What a man. We celebrate him. But one thing that stood out for me, as you know, right now when someone passes, someone who's known like that, we go and we get to listen to his videos, or we watch what he has done or stuff like that. So I was watching one of his speeches, and he was honoring someone that he regarded very highly, whom we also regard highly for those of us who maybe enjoy watching movies, Denzel Washington. And he said something very profound. He said, Black Panther, which was the movie that really brought him in the limelight, would not have been there if it wasn't for Denzel Washington. For the simple fact that Denzel Washington is the one who paid for his tuition when he needed to go for a certain course that was going to elevate him into now this role. Well, and many other roles in his life. And so I went back and decided, who is this Denzel Washington? And oh my, he is a force to reckon with. And as I was watching one of his clips, because I love him as a man who is very excellent at also what he does. But Denzel was teaching us in some of his videos, as he's talking to a lot of graduates who are going into the real world. He was very categorical, and he said one thing. He said, put God first. He's saying even in his failures, even when he failed God never left him. In everything that he did, God's grace was sufficient for him. He declares that. Do you declare the same about God? And for him, he said that he learned from his mom that he needs to hold somebody else's hand. I want to put it out to us today, because he held Chadwick Boseman's hand and many others who we might never know. And he celebrated them, and he made sure that he wasn't walking alone. He didn't enjoy the fame alone. He decided, with this gift that God has given me, I have to help others also in my generation. And he taught them to hold others' hands. And that's what Boseman was saying, that Denzel held his hand and made sure that he went for this particular course. And in that process, he has also helped others. We can see now as we watch the videos and people are coming out and saying this and this and that about Chadwick Boseman, and you're like, oh my goodness, but it was a ripple of what Denzel did. And I think when that gets stuck in your mind, just know you are not on this world to walk alone. Your purpose is to hold somebody else's hand. The reason why I say this, if you read in Thessalonians 5, 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 11, it says, therefore, encourage one another, build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. Whatever it is that you're doing, wherever you are in the marketplace, in business, in church, in school, lift others up. Don't walk alone. Because when you walk alone, you will not go very far. But when you hold others, and they hold others, and they hold others, you see, the chain goes and goes and goes. And God's word says so. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other. Don't be the kind of person who looks down upon others because God has elevated you. Don't be the kind of person who does not regard others because of your position. You could be the CEO of a company, but what have you done to help others so that they can also reach to that level? That position is not for you alone. It's for you to lift others up so that they can also reach there. And I pray that God will continue to use us in whatever capacity that we are in to lift others up. Let us lift each other. And every day, as Denzel puts it, as we know, put God first. He is the author and the finisher of our faith. Let's put him first. God bless you. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, like, share, and may God continue to bless the work of your hands. God bless your families. Remember, you are precious and you are royalty. Love you all.